Good morning. My name is Priyanka Sharma. I'm Vice President and Counsel for Regulatory Affairs here at the American Road and Transportation Builders Association. And I'm joined today by Nick DeBartolo of Rogers Group, who's also co-chair of our Workforce Development Council here at ARPA. Good morning, Nick. Happy Apprenticeship Week. So we wanted to just talk to you a little bit about your experiences with the apprenticeship program. So I thought I'd ask you just a few questions. First, how has using the apprenticeship program impacted the quality and skills of your workforce on transportation construction projects?
Good morning, Priyanka, and happy Apprenticeship Week to you. And thank you for all your help and helping guide all of our legislative efforts on this, and also helping give direction where necessary to our Workforce Council. So to answer your question, I mean, first and foremost, safety is a priority for every single highway contractor out there. We got to make sure that our folks return home at the end of the day the same way they showed up when they show up, to help make a good living for their families. And so prioritizing safety in the hazardous environments that we work in. Our folks are working around live traffic, around dangerous equipment, various environmental factors, making sure that these folks have a baseline to reduce the risk of accidents in our highway work zones, in our road work zones, where even minor errors can lead to catastrophic incidents. It's very important. Additionally, we're obviously addressing shortages in skilled labor. I mean, we've spent decades trying to convince everybody to go to college. And you don't have to go to college to have a rewarding career. Sometimes you start taking a look at the cost benefit analysis of the college education. I'm not trying to talk anybody out of it, but you can come into the highway construction industry and make a darn good living. And in the next 10 years, there's going to be a lot of changes in the industry with the advancement of AI, robotics, machine control. There's going to be all kinds of things here that, will engage the younger workforce to join our industry. So those are a couple of the highlights.
Thanks, Nick. I'm curious, what advice would you give to other contractors who are considering apprenticeship programs for training new talent?
I think first and foremost, you really need to find a sponsor partner. And what I mean by that is, try to find an established program in your state, or try to mirror one in another state, and then find a sponsor within your state to basically administer that program for you. Here in my home state of Tennessee, through the Tennessee Board of Regents, we have the Tennessee Colleges of Applied Technologies, and we've partnered with them to help develop our apprenticeship program. And it takes so much of the burden off of the contractor from an administrative and a documentation standpoint, making sure that everything is done exactly the way it needs to be done to meet the regulation. It's many contractors are smaller businesses, and some of the administrative burdens that could come out of the final rule, I think, could be onerous on those folks. And if you can partner with someone in your state to administer it for you, that'd be a real needle mover.
So as you alluded to, we're waiting on a final rule from DOL. It hasn't come out yet. You and I were both active in commenting on that rule. And I guess I'm curious what your experience has been on the administrative and regulatory side in using the program.
Yeah, that one's tough, because you got states that all kind of do things different in terms of how they document the requirements, even though it's in general kind of a overarching federal regulation. But we've got to make sure that, again, we document everything properly, make sure that we're assigning the people that come from some of the classroom training, when they come out to the field, that they have a well-trained mentor, so that they have the ability to work safely, have somebody to go to in confidence, to ask questions. We've got to make sure that that folks have the ability to also see a path forward, that when they show up from this training that they get, that they're not just necessarily stuck doing one thing, that there's an opportunity for advancement, ways to improve their skills across maybe other machine classes or other types of tasks, whether it be asphalt paving, concrete paving, dirt, pipe and utilities, bridge work, you name it. If you have those opportunities and you get paired up with folks that can, give you those exposures, I think it's important. Additionally, I think you also got to start identifying through those, kind of opportunities for cross-pollination there. Who are the people that are adopting all of the trainings that they've been taking, who are showing the initiative? And while you're showing them a career path, also start teaching them some of the soft skills that can move them forward into potentially supervisory or leadership roles within the organization over time. So additionally, I guess, a couple other things that I might say about it is, we'll see if the final rule comes out this next week, but I know you and I have both made our case to the Office of Regulatory Affairs, trying to make sure that we maintain as much flexibility as possible from the contractor side in these apprenticeship programs. I think we all run fairly well-oiled businesses. This is a thin margin business, and you're not successful by not being a well-oiled machine. We do have the ability to administer these programs, especially through partnerships in our local states and with our industry partners on the education side.
Yeah, thanks so much, Nick. It sounds like, it's been a great partnership with your state and with your educational institutions, and that it really has provided you with a good and skilled quality workforce. And we know 33% of all apprentices are in the construction industry. So again, I think we're all hopeful that we'll continue to maintain that flexibility and you all will continue to benefit from the program. So, with that, we'll conclude and say Happy National Apprenticeship Week to everyone. And we look forward to continuing to discuss these issues as they come up.
Thank you.